Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So we will be seeing chapter 5, text 3, 4 and 5. So what we will do is, we will first read the shloka and the translation for all the 3 shlokas, and then we will go to class. So chapter 5, text 3, please repeat after me. Neyasa nitya sannyasi yo na dveshti na kankshati nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate Neyasa nitya sannyasi yo na dveshti na kankshati nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate Neyasa nitya sannyasi yo na dveshti na kankshati nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Translation, please repeat after me. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One who neither hates nor desires the fruits of his activities is known to be always renounced. Such a person, free from all dualities, easily overcomes material bondage and is completely liberated. O mighty armed Arjuna. Please repeat after me. This is text 4. Sāṅkhya yogau pratak balaha ravadanti na panditaha ekam apyastitas samyag ubayor vindate phalam. Please repeat after me the translation. Only the ignorant speak of devotional service, karma yoga, as being different from the analytical study of the material world, Sāṅkhya. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieves the results of both. Text 5. Please repeat after me. Yat Sāṅkhyai prapyate sthanam tad yogairapi gamyate ekam Sāṅkhyam cha yogam cha ya pashyati sapashyati. Translation. Please repeat after me. One who knows that the position reached by means of analytical study can also be attained by devotional service, and who therefore sees analytical study and devotional service to be on the same level, sees things as they are. So this chapter Arjuna is telling, oh Krishna, you are confusing me. You are telling me to renounce. And on the other hand, you are also telling me, do your action in devotional service. Clearly tell me what I should do. That is how this chapter starts. Then in text 2, Krishna says, no, both can lead to liberation. But action in devotional service is better. It's practical. So if you see, the title itself is what? Karma Yoga, action in Krishna consciousness, if I am not mistaken. So renouncing and simply, okay, I have renounced everything, now I'll go and sit in a corner and do spirituality. Krishna himself is saying, and Prabhupada is saying many places, not a practical approach. Do your action, in the action be renounced. That is the primary approach. So that is what in text 3, Krishna defines what is true renunciation. He says, the real renunciant is one who can neither hate nor desire. There is no material desire or there is no dvesha, no hate also. In text 4, then Krishna slightly pivots. No, pivots means slightly goes tangential, and he's saying, while you can practice devotional service, there is an analytical study also. What is it called? Sāṅkhya Yoga. Both will reach the same destination, and it is the same point is reinforced in text 5 also. The destination that is achieved through practicing genuine Sāṅkhya Yoga or genuine Karma Yoga is the same and produces the same realization. So this is what we have seen, or we are going to discuss at least 3, 4, 5 now. So what is real renunciation? Anybody? It's now we know what it is. Why don't you tell me what is real renunciation? Sorry? Do the duty, don't expect anything. Okay. What else? Dovetailing all the activities in the service of Lord to Krishna. So the result of this is, I don't have any attachment, no hate, no desire. So no dvanda, that's what it's called in this text, right? So a nitya sannyasi is a one who is renounced. So nitya sannyasi operates from an angle that everything belongs to Krishna, right? That is his perspective. And so he does not have na dveshti, no hate. Meaning, see, hate means you can think as something, oh, this guy is following family life. No, I'm a sannyasi, right? It's not hate, literally. It is like a rejection. He does not have na dveshti, na kankshati. Na kankshati means no hankering after anything. We have goals, right? What are our goals? Anybody? Prabhu has attended a lot of my classes. So, so we have goals. Until we die, we have goals, right? It doesn't go away. That's unfortunately the nature. Even though Krishna is saying, don't attach yourself to material things and just practice spirituality. Great, I know that. That is knowledge. Are we able to apply this knowledge? We are not able to. When we apply, that will become realized knowledge. Then we can tell somebody, now you do it this way. Then you can practice spirituality. That is why we need a guru who will tell us, do it this way. Otherwise, it's difficult for us to practice. I mean, we cannot give up that material things. In material world, we need appreciation between husband and wife itself, right? Every alternate day, you have to appreciate your wife. Every day. Prabhu has set a very high standard. It is difficult otherwise. She does not want to serve you otherwise, because in her mind, you are not valuing the service. So you have to appreciate. Similarly, when the men folk do something fantastic, let us say change the car tire because it got punctured, he requires some appreciation. Oh, what a good job, otherwise he would have been stranded on the road. And he feels happy about himself. These are all small things we keep to go our relationship going. There is a Hollywood personality called Woody Allen. Anybody has heard of? So he said, me and my wife, we have separate cars. We have separate hobbies. We have separate friends. We have separate rooms. We try very hard to keep our relationship going. That is the nature in Kali Yuga. Our tolerance to another person has come down. Why joint family integrated? Disintegrated, sorry. Because the tolerance to other people in the family has come down. So there is permanently conflict and slowly the system changed. Now, the tolerance to the spouse itself is very difficult. Yeah, the spouse, each of them have an expect in today's generation. I escaped. So in today's generation, each of the spouse has to behave exactly how the other spouse wants. Otherwise, it raises to conflict. Anyway, so material world is like that. Now a Nitya Sannyasi then is Nirdvandva. He is above these dualities. In our Grihasthashram itself, we can be like this. No Dveshti, no Kankshati, with Nirdvandva. But if we are like that, the other spouse also has to be like that. Then you cannot live in Grihasthashram. Correct? It is natural. So when we are free from dualities, no pleasure, no pain, somebody comes and scolds us, in the road somebody points his hand and goes because he thought you made a mistake in the traffic. Then suddenly our ego, we also show the hand from inside the car. So happily, that's fine. Both of us then go happily home. Being satisfied that we kind of blame the other person. Right? So all these, the Nitya Sannyasi is above all these things. Now, so the focus of a Nitya Sannyasi is only this. Today, did I sincerely perform my duty for Krishna? He has got, this is the only thing that he has got in his mind. And when we can operate in this way, then we have bandhat pramichyate, free from bondage. What does free from bondage means? What does it mean? Huh? That's it. You will get freed from this material world if you are able to follow these things. Because in material world, unfortunately, the bondage itself starts because everything starts with our ego, right? Everything is because of our ego. We perform all our activities because of our ego. Good, bad, ugly, whatever that is. Now when instead of Krishna, if the ego is in the center, automatically we will get connected more and more to this material world. Now, how many of you here know Gadadhar Pandit? Anybody who has not heard of Gadadhar Pandit? A lot of people. So this, in the Panchatattva we say, no, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya is one, Prabhu Nityananda, so Gadadhara, then Srivas Pandit, right? So Gadadhar Pandit's close associate was Mukunda Datta, very elevated devotee. He told Gadadhar Pandit, come, I am going to take you to an exceptional Vaishnava. Now, when somebody tells you, I am going to take you to an exceptional Vaishnava, what do you think in your mind? Who think of what type of personality you will meet? Saint. Huh? Saint. Okay. Huh? Liberated. But how will you know he is liberated? One who is not materially connected, who is wearing saffron clothes, probably sitting on the floor. Huh? One who is humble. Right? Gadadhar Pandita, Mukunda Datta took Gadadhar Pandit to a personality called Pundarika Vidyanidhi. Now, Pundarika Vidyanidhi, when Gadadhar Pandit met him, first impression, he is wearing silk clothes. He is sitting on a bed which has got red satin bed sheet. It is side, he has got big, what do you call that? What do you call it? Not throne, he's sitting on that pillow that it's got a thin, okay, what is he saying in Tamil, but whatever, you understand what I'm saying, right? Huh? Handles, yeah, okay. And everything is silk. And he's chewing pan. And the pan is in a pan box which is studded with jewels. There are two people who are fanning with peacock feathers. Now Gadadhar Pandit saw this, and what he is thinking? Huh? How can this person be an exceptional Vaishnava? He is judging Pundarika Vidyanidhi. Now, Mukunda Datta has seen the change in reaction of Gadadhar Pandit. Then he wanted to show the exalted nature of Pundarika Vidyanidhi. He starts reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. Who? Mukunda Datta. The moment he hears Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, this is the part where Sri Krishna feeds Putana. And then, so they are saying, how can I take shelter of such a merciful one who granted the position of mother to Putana herself? So the shloka goes like this. The moment Pundarika Vidyanidhi hears this, he detaches himself from this material world. How? Because he rolls on the ground in ecstasy. He is out of this material world. He is simply in ecstatic mode there. They say we get no goosebumps. They say the hair is standing in my neck when we hear something that touches close to our heart. And he is rolling on the floor. People are not able to control him. He passes over the spiritual emotion and becomes unconscious. Moment Gadadhar Pandit sees this, then he realizes he is in the presence of an exceptional Vaishnava. Because Gadadhar Pandit also is not a small person. He is an associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Can you imagine? The Supreme Lord himself. So then he takes initiation with Pundarika Vidyanidhi. So Pundarika Vidyanidhi becomes his guru. So this is a renounced person. The problem is we do not know who is a renounced person. It's very difficult to judge. Because suddenly, if we just imagine you are going to a saint and that particular saint is sitting on a Mercedes Benz and is living in a great palace, and you go there to, okay, I have to take instruction from him. From there itself you will walk away. Right? We are immediately judgmental. Right? So it is said, when in my earlier classes, somebody told me, when we make a mistake, we become lawyers. We know how to justify our mistake. When our peer devotee makes a mistake, what we become? We become a judge. I know you made the mistake. Whereas if we make the same thing, no, see, I was very tired that day. We will never give that benefit of doubt to another person. For us, we will give lot of benefit of doubt. Right? So the key thing is, we are in no position to judge a Vaishnava. We see lot of things, people are doing lot of things. Who are we to judge? If you are pointing a finger, there is always these three fingers. We should focus on progressing ourselves. It is possible that you are not inspired from certain people in the community. It will always be there and we are in no position to judge them. Follow our Guru. Find great elevated devotees who are like-minded. Just follow them. So we have Jagat Sakshi Prabhu. We have Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj. We have Bhakti Vinod Maharaj. Just follow them. We should get away from this external things that affect us. Stop passing judgment and increase our spiritual quotient. That is all we have to do. I have told this many times, but since it's a newer gathering, I will tell. One devotee went to Vaikunta. He is surprised at the people he is seeing in Vaikunta. This person did not chant well. This person was not doing service at all. This person never came to any Bhagavatam class. Only thing he did was coming right to Prasadam. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's like, his face changed. His friend came running. He said, then he asked his friend, look, all these people, how did they come to Vaikunta? Keep quiet. All of them are thinking about you the same thing. So, we have no way to know who's a good devotee. Because we always think, see, people are rude many times, right? Or we think they are rude. They might be preoccupied. But we don't have that. It is said we are all hard-hearted. We don't have the softness in our heart to give the benefit of doubt. It's unfortunate, right? It's not a blame. It is a reality that we have to accept and work towards making our heart soft. That is what we have to do. Otherwise, we will keep judging, right? That is the thing, essentially. So, renunciation means we have to come to a stage where nothing is our possession. Everything is Krishna's property. How many of you agree to this? Okay, one, two, three. Okay. Very few who do not agree. All right. Why do you think everything is not Krishna's property? You are agreeing? Oh, you raise your hand. Acha, 50%. Prabhu, you didn't raise your hand, no? Yeah, why do you think everything is not? You raised, yeah? So, I'm thinking that lot more property will come to Sanjay Nagar Bhakti Center because everything is Krishna's property. No, nothing is your property, right? So, it's not practical. When you are a Nitya Sannyasi, you will think like that. Otherwise, I am creating wealth for my son. Yes, I know Krishna will take care. But there is a small doubt. Maybe he might not. Otherwise, he will come and join ISKCON itself, right? You will become a full-time devotee of the temple. Maybe I will take care a little bit myself. It is okay. I am also like that. But that is not to say we have to stay there. We should, our progress is towards the direction of a Nitya Sannyasi. And hopefully with Prabhupada's mercy and Guru's mercy, one day we become that. In one lecture, Srila Prabhupada told, Srila Prabhupada is a very successful person. Huh? At that time, he ran a chemist shop. Chemist shop means not like that. People don't go to doctor. When Prabhupada stayed, they will go to the chemist and tell, I have nose running, I have this, I have cough, whatever. He will formulate the chemicals and give you. Very successful. Then Prabhupada said in one lecture, with my Guru Maharaj's mercy, I lost everything. Now, one should reach that elevated stage to think that when I lose all my material possessions, that is mercy of my Guru. That is a Nitya Sannyasi. Right? So, let us not worry. Nobody will take any material things away from you. Krishna is not going to do that until you are ready. Right? So, this is what I pray to Gauravitai also. Don't take all my material possessions. I am not ready yet. Right? It's okay. So, as a Guru, Krishna, everybody is watching you. They know at what level of elevation we all are. But directionally, we should be going towards a Nitya Sannyasi's area. Anybody working in a bank here? Anybody is a teller or go and look at a teller, cashier, right? You know how much money he has got? If it's a big branch, we're talking about tens of lakhs of cash, right? He distributes. Whose money is he distributing? Whose cash? Bank's cash. Bank is the, what do you call? He is the custodian. Excellent, Mataji. Thank you. Custodian of our money. The cashier simply follows the instruction that the bank has given him. What happens if the cashier thinks this is my money? Who will go to jail? He will go to jail, but we will lose our money also. So that is the state of a Nitya Sannyasi. That's the state we have to reach. He is distributing the cash, but if he gets tempted and takes the cash home, then he is violating the authority or violating the legal order. So that is how we have to live in this material world also. Everything that we have, the government might have given us legality, no doubt. It could be our car, our house, whatever, our gold. But the predominant emotion is the government gave us because it was sanctioned by the Lord. The government didn't give us for free. right? The Lord told this is yours for this lifetime. If we think, oh, the Lord has given, so it is mine, well, it's okay. You're not yet mature enough spiritually. Then we have to go back. This cycle of birth and death continuously happens. But the thought is everything is Krishna's property. I am just a distributor. There is another example, right? Like the lotus leaf in the water. Right? The water does not impact the lotus. We should live in this material world like that. How the lotus flower or leaf is in the water, we should be in this material world. When we are able to live like that, then slowly we get detached from this material world. You know what this example is? The coconut example. A wet coconut is very tightly connected to the shell. A dry coconut is completely detached from the shell. So we are all, what are we? Wet coconuts. We are all going towards dry coconut. So Pundarika Vidyanidhi was completely detached from the shell of this material world. But the external present, so then the next question, why he was like that, simply fooling people? That is the Lord's plan. There will always be a reason to do that. He might have a particular agenda. When you want to attract a lot of, let us say, wealthy people, you have to be like them to attract them. Why you want to attract a lot of wealthy people? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe that is the agenda given by his guru. So we don't know. Right? That is why we are not in any position to judge. Now, there was one guru and disciple who were living in a cave and they were practicing spirituality. The disciple had only a loin cloth. The guru told, I am going to the Himalayas. You continue your practice of spirituality here. So he also continued. His possession was only a couple of loin cloths. Then the rats came. They started eating the loin cloth. He said, I have to protect. This is the only thing I have. So what did he do? He got a cat. Loin cloth problem solved. Cat problem started. How will he feed? So he had to give milk. He got a cow. Cat problem solved. Cow's problem started. So he got a parcel of land. What to do with the land? He got a employee. Employee used to grow grass and all that. Cow's problem solved. Employee problem started. Then he married so that he can feed the employee. Then he got a wife. Then he got children. Then the guru came back. And instead of finding a renounced disciple, he found a grahastha who is completely, fully immersed in his day-to-day life as a grahastha. He said, what happened? So then the disciple explained, no, so this happened, I got a rat, then cat, then cow, then I got married, then the guru told, this did not happen because you wanted to solve the problem of the rat. This happened because you had that desire in your heart. So even a person with loin cloth does not mean he is renounced. So the only way to renounce things is no dvesha, no kamshati in the heart. So that is the only way we can renounce things. Just because somebody is a grahastha does not mean he is materially attached. But again, directionally, we should go there. Please don't go today to your wife and tell, look, I am going to be renounce myself. Right? Then she will renounce you. Now, then in this text, next text, Krishna is comparing Sāṅkhya Yoga. What is Sāṅkhya Yoga? Anybody? What is your understanding of Sāṅkhya Yoga? Correct. Somebody else?
Spirit and matter.
Huh?
Spirit and matter.
Yeah, spirit and matter. Prabhu told how scientists approach things. Anything else? It's an analytical study. Same thing. What is the body? What is the soul? What is the material nature? They keep analyzing, learning. So Srila Prabhupada in the purport is writing that they will read all this and come to the conclusion of the root of the tree, which is Vishnu. That is the Sāṅkhya approach. So it is something like this. We have two devotees. So you tell devotee 1, do devotional service. You tell devotee 2, do devotional service. Devotee 1 says, no, I have to get convinced. So then he starts researching. What is this? Why they prepare? What is the philosophy? They didn't until he reaches the root of this knowledge. Devotee 2, simply because we tell, do this sadhana, he does the sadhana, and because he is practicing, he realizes and reaches the same conclusion. So devotee 1 is approaching from a Sāṅkhya Yoga way. He will reach the conclusion that the Supreme Lord is the root of everything and then practice devotional service. Whereas devotee 2 practices devotional service and then gets the realized knowledge that the Lord is Supreme, Krishna is Supreme. We all know Karma Yoga, there is a misconception, right? Do your duty. That's all we say. That is step 1. Do your duty without claiming proprietorship, without any selfish attachment to the results, and doing only for the satisfaction of Krishna. Only if all this is satisfied, it is Karma Yoga. Right? We have to reach the position that I am not independent, neither am I the enjoyer of everything. Whatever I am doing for Sri Krishna. That is the approach. So the Sāṅkhya Yogi arrives at the conclusion that Krishna is the source of everything. Then he decides to serve him. The devotee starts serving him. Please come. The devotee starts serving Krishna and then realizes that Krishna is the Supreme. See, when we are sick, what do? If we are not well, we have a disease, what do? What is the first thing we do? Somebody said take medicine, right? After meeting the doctor, we take medicine, right? Now, there will be people who will no. First, I will find the root cause of this illness. Then I will understand how it's impacting my body. Then I will understand what is the chemistry of the medicine, right? Then this chemistry, how it will impact my body. Then if I will recover. This is Sāṅkhya Yoga. Devotional services, doctor, take paracetamol, I will take. After taking the medicine, you will realize, oh, this will work. This is solving my disease. This is Karma Yoga. Which is easier process to follow? Somebody said Sāṅkhya Yoga? See, shortcut. So it's difficult. Sāṅkhya Yoga is the difficult process, right? Karma Yoga is the easier process. So even though the text 5 is saying both paths will reach to the same destination. But one path you will struggle and get hurt and all that and reach, the other path will be a smoother path towards the destination. We all know about Shabari, right? Shabari is a great renounced person. She was waiting for whom? She was waiting for Lord Rama. For many years. Many years. From a young woman, she became a very old woman. Because her father was getting married. Father was a hunter. Shabari Devi's father was a hunter. So when she was supposed to get married, she saw for a feast they are bringing lot of animals. The animals will be killed for the feast. So she ran away in search of a guru. She was not able to find a guru. Why? Why she was not able to find a guru? Because? It's okay, tell.
Because the Lord did not find.
Lord did not sanction. Correct. What else? A little bit lower reason. This is the highest reason, no doubt. She is from a hunter community. The gurus refused to accept her as a disciple. Then Matanga Rishi said, no, you come. I will take you as a disciple. Sorry. Then the Rishi was so very happy with the service of Shabari. And he said, one day Lord Rama and Lakshmana will come. You wait to take the darshan. And the Rishi left. Every day from that day until Lord Rama came, she will wait for Lord Rama. How? Every day she will go to the forest and collect some berries. And not like that, simply if you taste berries, no, not everything is sweet. So she will have a small bite of the berry. And only those that are sweet, she will leave it for Lord Ram. For many, many years she did it. And one day, Lord Ram and Lakshmana came to what we call as Pampa Sarovar. There were so many caves, so many exalted person and all that, but Lord Ram came to Shabari's ashram. By that time she was very old, and then she saw Lord Ram. She said, today my life's desire is fulfilled. Lakshmana was very angry. Why? She is what we call as Juta. That is what she is feeding Lord Ram. But the Lord understands her intent. Her intent is Lord Ram should get the greatest of the berries. And Lakshmana was angry. But Lord Ram said, wait, she is the greatest devotee alive. She was wearing bark of tree. That is all what she was wearing, living in the forest. So, this personality is fitting our image of a renounced person. The physical image, she is fitting. And she was also a great renounced person. So they were, what we think internally, it matters a lot. If you make a parrot talk, you can make parrot chant Rama, 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 Rama. You will constantly keep telling Rama, Rama, Rama. But if suddenly a cat catches a parrot, immediately it will tell, only it will tell, right? It will not tell Rama. Because the parrot does not understand the word that the parrot is chanting. When I was growing up, I had a mentor type guru who said, you have to chant Narayana, Narayana, Narayana throughout your life. Then at the end of the life, you might be able to call the Lord and chant Narayana. Otherwise, the word that will come to your mind at the end of your life is only Kurayana. You know the meaning? I mean, Kurayana is not even a word actually. But the important thing is, unless we don't chant the name of the Lord regularly, and it has to seep into our consciousness, then at the most important time in our life, we will not be able to call the Lord's name. Ajamila was lucky. He named his son Narayana. Today, what are the names of our children? So, even 2 generations ago, the names are all this only, right? Narayana, Vishnu, Govindaraj. That's all. So, somehow, even by luck, we can call the name of Lord. At least South India, there is still that. If you go further north, it's Pinky, Rosie, Sweetie, and will be reborn as a color. That's all will happen. So, for us, every time when we take the beats to chant, we have to have this understanding that this is the ticket to go away from this, get away from this material world. And that emotion should be, Prabhupada said, when you take a child away from the mother, the intensity with which the child will cry and want to go back to the mother, that is the same intensity we should have when we are chanting. Otherwise, it will be like the parrot telling the name of the Lord. The parrot is saying Rama Rama, we are saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That's what will happen. And we all know how we chant, right? It's difficult. The mind is, especially if you are working, for the Matajis, it is planning for the day. For the Prabhuji, suddenly that time only your mobile will not keep quiet. One notification will come. All disturbances, interruptions. But what we are doing when we are chanting is the greatest thing that we can do on that day. Even if you are chanting one round only, that 7.5 minutes should be undisturbed. External disturbance you should avoid. The milkman will come at that time only. Milk basket now or big basket. He will ring your bell. Then you'll chant and go and pick their milk and come. In 10 minutes, nothing will happen to the milk. That 10 minutes should be for the Lord. It is said, Srila Prabhupada said, wherever we are chanting or speaking the glories of the Lord is here. So I've asked this before. How many of us believe the Lord is here? Want to believe. If we know the Lord is here, will we sleep in the class? So, Prabhupada told, but it is okay, the Lord also will understand, I am very tired. Jagat Prabhu always, he starts the class with a joke on Nidra Devi. Right? Whether we understand anything or not, we will get the blessings of Nidra Devi in the class. Right? That's how Jagat Prabhu starts. But that is the point. When Bhakti Rasamrit Maharaj came, he was there in Vikram Prabhu's house. When he is honoring Prasadam, he has this habit of, he'll ask somebody to read Krishna book. Now, when we read Krishna book for ourselves, we are reading 2 lines, we didn't understand, then we'll go to the next 4th line and okay, today I have to read 4 pages as fast as possible. But when you are reading for Bhakti Rasamrit Maharaj, every line should be clear, you should also understand. That is how you will read. So, when you are chanting, so Mahatma Das Prabhu will say, when you are chanting, after you chant, Krishna is coming and sitting in front of you and he is asking you, what do you want? We should be in a position to tell what we want through our chanting. Not like, oh Krishna, you are here, 1 Mercedes Benz please. What is the meaning of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? Please engage me in your service. Give me more opportunity to serve you. So the corollary to that is, give me more opportunity to serve you when I feel like it. Don't give that opportunity when I don't feel. Because then I am upset. How will I go and now do service? It's natural. All these things are the work of Maya. That resistance that you feel when you have to chant, when you have to serve, when you have to do deity worship, is Maya testing you. See, Maya is not the enemy. Maya is the gatekeeper. Only qualified persons enter. Then she will, if you are not qualified, she will take you and put you behind the queue. How will she do it? She will not physically do it. Oh, this guy is not strong. Let's entice him a bit further. 4 other friends will come. Don't go to Bhagavad Gita class today. We will go out, watch a film. Like this, every opportunity she is going to give you for you to fail in spiritual life. Failure is not, oh, after failure I cannot recover. What it means is, I have got to do more. Because we are all here, right? Why are we all here? What made all of you come here? Anybody? Why you came to Bhagavad Gita class?
Lord's mercy.
Okay. But Lord's mercy is there for everybody, no? Why you came?
Learn something good.
Huh? To learn?
Something good.
Excellent. To learn something good. Why? You can live your life without learning something good. But why?
Somewhere deep down we feel we are doing something
Somewhere, maybe not wrong, somewhere we are not satisfied with what we are doing in our life. Something, there's a gap, there's a vacuum. So this is just searching for an answer. That's how we start. There's something, let me find out. Then we start the spiritual journey. Right? We'll try to do that. But that journey is difficult to practice. If you do it alone, it is very difficult. You have to do it in association. Otherwise, that's when Maya starts testing you. Because we have our own age of Kalis is the age of distraction. That's why pass mark is also low. Only thing Prabhupada said, if you chant 16 rounds every day properly until your life, I will take you. Prabhupada made a lot of promises where there is shortcuts for us to escape this material world. Even one of them, if we follow, he will take us. Prabhupada wanted somebody to go to Japan and preach. Nobody is willing. First of all, language, we don't know their culture, whatever. People went to UK, people went to so many European places. Then one Prabhu agreed. He struggled in Japan to preach and whatever. And he also fell down from his position as a devotee. But Prabhupada told, if anybody who goes to Japan, at the end of your life, I will come to take you. In spite of the devotee not being able to fully practice in his lifetime, at the time of his death, so people around him he told Prabhupada is coming to take him at the time of his death. Prabhupada has told us, there are only very few rules, we just have to follow. And if we follow those rules, in this lifetime we can go back to Godhead. We think we might have made progress, but we will all know in spiritual life also, we bring our material emotions. There is jealousy, there is envy, there is insecurity. We bring that into spiritual life. It is difficult not to do that. We are not such great elevated personalities. So ISKCON always has these problems, right? So somebody in my office asked me, ISKCON, look at all the things happening. Why are you following them? I said, okay, you're working for a corporate company. Yeah. How many corporate frauds happen in a year? Many. Did you leave your corporate company? You did not. No. You're working here. Is this company a fraud? So that's how it is. There'll always be people like that. There'll always be companies like that. You do the right thing. So Maya will constantly interrupt our life to see whether we have the dhrida, the determination to practice the spiritual life. When Prabhupada is very sharp, when he came to America, an Indian reporter asked, why have you come to America? And Prabhupada looked at the reporter, he saw the reporter was an Indian. He asked him, why have you come to America? He said, I have come for better opportunity. Prabhupada said, me too. You have come for better opportunity to make more money. I have come for a better opportunity to serve Krishna. So, then many places they ask on a serious note, when they ask the same question, Prabhupada said, I have come to teach you what you have forgotten. We have all forgotten, right? That's why once we come in, then we realize what's our true nature, and these are all knowledge. The sadhana practice and everything helps all this to come as a realized knowledge. If we are not able to, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, Krishna Surya Sama, Maya Haya Andhakara. Krishna is the sun himself, and Maya is in darkness. Compared to sunshine, wherever there is sunshine, there is no darkness. Darkness is nothing but absence of light. The definition of darkness is that once there is light, it can never be dark when there is light. So when Krishna is there, he's like sunshine. There is no Maya. There is no darkness. Yahan Krishna, tahan nahi Maya adhikara. Wherever Krishna is present, Maya does not have any adhikar. So the only way to kick Maya out from our life is by including Krishna in our life. Swami Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj gave a great example of how Maya can come into our life. See, when aircraft people are doing maintenance, they are very, very careful. Not even a small crack, not even a small hole, they will not leave it. Because on the ground it is fine. When it's flying, it will implode because of that. Maya is that small hole in our life. Our life will implode if you give that small gap to Maya. For us, if you want to be successful in spiritual life, is always be in association. Chant our rounds properly, listen and read, be in association. If we can do these 4 things sincerely, that's what ABCD is all about. If we can do these 4 things sincerely, nobody can touch us and we can make progress in our spiritual life. I'll end the class with chanting the Hare Krishna Maha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama